Hello everybody and welcome back to Golden Sand but not Sun. I'm Chocolate Milk and this is...
Sand Cakes! Bass6286.
I was gonna use one of the intros I think I used in the last game, which was like, dear God, how do you stand the sand and the heat? But then I realized there's no heat in here, it's just like an archaic temple.
We could pretend there's heat.
We could.
Hey Jenna! It's really hot, so you should take off all of your clothes.
Felix is like, wait, what? Oh, God, that's my sister. Gross.
No.
Piers is like, I have no objections whatsoever. He's like, I'm totally okay with this. That's terrible. We're terrible people.
Just a little bit.
If you wanted to see that kind of stuff, just go to like Rule 34 or something. Or don't, because it'll scar your mind forever. Okay, so this is the room we filled up with sand. Power bread! In case you're hungry.
Part of a nutritious breakfast.
Makes you super powered.
It reminds me of muscle milk.
I don't think
My friends and I had a conversation about muscle milk once. We were like, wait, is muscle milk for your muscles or made out of muscles?
I can't say that I actually know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't even know what it is. It's some kind of power drink called muscle milk that we sell here in the States.
Oh.
It's really weird.
It sounds kind of delicious and like I'd want to put it in my mouth, but who knows? I don't know. Let's go this way first. Because we want to move that pillar. So we can get that chest later. And then hopefully I can go over to this door over here. What's in here? Ah, yes. We need to go there.
More sand.
We need to go there later. We'll go there in a minute. Let's go back first. This temple is a lot of nothingness. Like, it's a lot of... It's really big, but in the grand scheme of things, there really isn't anything here. There's like a couple chests here and there. It's a lot of misleading everything. It's a lot of like, here's a lot of...
Empty space.
Yeah, here's a lot of like whirlwind places. Oh, just kidding. You can't actually like go in here. It's just like, really, game? A vial. Who's carrying all of those? Janet looks like. I'll give that to her then. There we go.
It's because she's a vile person.
With her tremor and her lash and her pound. She's got all the destructive psi energy. And that should be it. Now we should be able to go back to that sandy room.
Ironically, she doesn't have blast, which is the most destructive psi energy.
I think she can use it in battle. And if she can't, then she can use it if she gets an Earth Genie. I know it's a psi energy in this game, but...
Well, doesn't Sheba have it? I thought we gave the blast thingy to her.
Oh yes, me and you are thinking of two different things. There's actually a psi energy you can use in battle. It's called blast as well, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
But yes, we did give Sheba the destructive power of blast, so she can overcompensate for her non-healing, non-attack like abilities in battle, I guess. Is it called blast? That's gonna bother me now. Burst.
I thought. Oh, burst.
That's why we're confused. We're just like, wait, how is there two energies, psi energies with the same name? That makes no sense.
What makes no sense is the name burst for a move that blasts open walls.
Yeah. That's the video game
Oh,
logics for you.
They're probably just like, oh crap, we have this other psi energy called blast that was already established in the previous game. We can't really use that. What do we call it instead? Burst?
Burst?
Sure, why not?
Bursts open walls. You guys are geniuses. Whoa, that was glitchy. You probably didn't see that because it's like not on your screen or whatever, but I went into a room, but it looked as if I had fallen from the ceiling, which was weird, but...
That is weird. Yeah, I just saw you appear in a room, which is off to happen.
Whatever, game. This room is actually a dead end with nothing in it.
Hooray!
This block, when I was here, no, maybe it's not this one, there's another block that I like tried to move and I couldn't for the life of me, and I couldn't figure out why. It's like, game, why are you so cruel? But I ended up working through it anyways. so it wasn't a huge deal. I think it was this one, actually, that was just being a pain.
It looks like it would be.
Yeah, I think that one you have to move later. That one's just a shortcut for a later date. Okay, so now, we were here earlier, this is the shortcut that brings us back to the room with all the statues. In the beginning of the dungeon.
Not to be confused with the room with the moose, not muse. I don't know what a muse is.
Muse?
Some combination between the band and the animal.
Some made-up word that you're now going to use in your everyday vocabulary.
Yes.
Or something. Okay, so over here to the right is where we haven't gone yet. And this is where we can hopefully finish up this dungeon. It's really not that long, it's just... it's overly complicated. For no good reason, really. Okay. I have a feeling there's treasure around here somewhere. But, all these vines, they seem so unnecessary.
Now that I think about it, it's very appropriate that Minotaurs are in this area, because they, like, in mythology, a Minotaur appears at the end of a big maze, and this place is a huge maze.
That's kind of interesting.
Appropriate.
This place reminds me of, like, a pyramid for some reason. Like, this is just what I picture the inside of, like, an ancient pyramid being like. Don't ask me why, it just seems like a thing that would be a thing. I don't know.
Maybe because of the sand and the yellow coloring.
Perhaps. What's in here? Muni robe?
A money robe.
Restores HP, which is the silliest sounding thing ever. We're going to give it to Sheba, however, she's carrying too much. So, let's take the Shaman's Rod, I guess. Even though I don't even know why we're still carrying that stupid thing. It's useless. Didn't they give it to us in the last game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm pretty sure they were like, here, take this, and we're like, we don't really, like, want this. And they're like, take it anyways! Like, I'm telling you. I really don't want this, but okay. No, that doesn't even make any sense, because we gave it to Master Hammett, did we not? And then, was he like, here, have your rod back? I don't even remember.
I thought he, like, gave it back to us, because didn't we need it to get access to one of the towers?
I think it was the last dungeon we went to. That whole game's such a blur now, because it's been so long.
Something like that.
All I remember was we poked fun at Ivan for having his master's rod, and never shutting up about it.
Yeah.
I remember that pretty well.
That and when Booby came into play, that was just endless.
Never stopped with the jokes. Yeah.
Commitment.
If you're gonna make fun of something, you gotta do it right. Gotta be persistent.
Commit to the joke.
Gotta be persistent with that crap. Ooh, and we got a Sylph Feather. Ooh, if we have time at the end of this episode, I think it'll be a good idea to go back to Sunshine and go make some stuff, because we got some stuff in our inventory. I haven't leveled in a long time either. I think just because I run away from all these battles, I'm like, screw this.
I don't want to deal with this.
Okay, so here you gotta run really quickly to get to that switch. Because if it fills up with sand, then you have to go back and do it again, but luckily...
The poor statue is just barfing. Sand.
He's like, oh, I had way too much to drink last night. That party with all the cosmics, I tell you, those people know how to party. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. I'm trying to think of, like, some kind of pun with an alcoholic beverage that sounds like sand, but I can't.
You don't drink, so that would be why.
Yeah, probably.
And the only thing I can think of is Sand Goose, but that's make-believe. That's from Fable. But,
oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's close enough.
Close enough.
I'm sure someone's actually made it. If, like, some person that's really into Fable and loves alcoholic beverages is probably like, I'm gonna totally make this thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's this really good website, and it's, like, video game recipes, and, oh, it's amazing. They make the coolest stuff ever. And I'm like...
just, like, food based on video game things?
Yeah, like, for example, they made elixir soup from Wind Waker. Like, Grandma's elixir
that's awesome.
soup. Yeah, and, like, food you see in video games, and I saw that website and I was like, man, I wish I could cook, because I love gamer people. They are the greatest. That is such an awesome idea. Okay. Back to this game, because we tend to go off topic all the time.
Yeah.
A lot.
I feel like every episode we go like horribly off topic in this game.
Oh well, it gives people something to talk about in the comments, I guess.
Or laugh at.
Yeah.
Or be like, what the shit are you guys talking about?
You didn't even know what you're doing. Yeah, I do. Yeah. We're almost done with this dungeon. Now I'm just trying to backtrack. I need to go back to the room where that big angry statue is. If you didn't notice, its eyes just turned green when I activated it. I think you could probably retreat and go back. That might even be faster, but last time I did that I got really lost, so I'm just gonna backtrack the old-fashioned way and hopefully
Not get lost.
hopefully not get lost. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you! Alright, so this is the room we need to go into. We restored his head, but then he somehow just got like really super angry with us. Okay, he's gonna chase us.
Ah!
Now I'm gonna put myself into the sand, hide from him, because somehow being crushed by like a 300-pound statue is just no big thing. It's like it's nothing but a thing. We're under the sand. He can't see us.
Reminds me of the demon walls from Final Fantasy 12.
The ones that like crush you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so... God, this place feels like it never ends, and everything looks the same, and you're like, oh, why, game?
Shortcut.
This place reminds me of Ayers Rock a little bit. So you can use reveal here, and you'll figure out that there is a hole right... I think I actually have to use reveal first. Right where that rock is. So use reveal. Move that statue. It falls down in an invisible hole, right where we need it to be placed. Because it looks like if you don't have reveal, it's just like a big block, and you're not actually able to move it, so...
Boo.
It just coincidentally drops it, like, right here. Right where we need it, which is just great.
Right inside the dotted lines.
Perfect! Well, if it wasn't in the dotted lines, we'd be screwed, because the characters in this game have an inability to move anything if they're not within dotted lines.
This is true. They'd be like, ah, they'd just be staring at it, like, so confused.
They're like, this defies all laws of Golden Sun physics. Kraden, what do you think? We're screwed. You can't do anything. They're not in the dotted lines. What kind of scientist do you think I am? Yeah, he's just, like, freaking. He's not really a mad scientist. He's kind of a scholar, but whatever.
Yeah, he's just a silly scholar.
Okay, so here we are. Luckily this room does not take that long to get to if you have all the shortcuts for it. And sand away. Climb
It's very amusing for me right now because it appears everything's frozen and all I can see is you trying to push part of a statue head somewhere.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yup.
I just climbed up a gigantic sand waterfall. That was like a minute ago. Oh well. I guess you just have to watch the video. You hope that this will not lag for you this time. Now we're gonna go up this another gigantic sand waterfall. This game has a thing with climbing up waterfalls. We went up the ones that were in Aqua Rock, and then here, it's for some reason, we can very, very, very slowly go against gravity. She's like, ha, screw you, I'm sand. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Woo!
Gravity doesn't know anything about me. Oh, and here we are. Although I gotta say, the view up here is pretty nice.
Nice and sunshiny.
It's just like in, the sea, God of the Sea Shrine or whatever. Sea Shrine of the, oh, I don't even know.
For some reason I thought you were
Words.
gonna say Seizure Tower. I'm like, what?
Seizure Tower? No! No, the Shrine of the Sea God. That is what the word is that I was thinking of. Where you get to look
And
at...
I was thinking of Shrine of Silver Monkey. My brain is somewhere else apparently.
Brain is scrambled, but yeah, it's just like there where we went out, and there was a view of the ocean, only this time there's a nice view of the mountains. So, that is officially it. We are done in this area. Thank God. We get to leave its sandy, bushy, terrible, labyrinthy terribleness. And with that, we have all 3 pieces of the fork. We've got the left, the right, and the center. So hella freaking Luya.
Woo! Googly arms of victory.
We're now able to get into Lemuria. Soon. We have to get the fork actually forged first, but we'll worry about that in the next episode. Probably gonna go get a couple of things forged, and then we will pick up from there. So thanks for watching, everybody.
And we'll see you then.